I can't blame her. I was upset.
SPD, emergency. Shadow Saber. Justice served. Slash, slash, slash for Isidia. Slash, slash for
This has got to be a joke.
Megazord.
So there's this thing that I don't really talk about, but I really like Power Rangers, and I recently bought Battle for the Grid. Originally I was going to make a video about the game, but I'm not very good at it. So I wound up just talking to my friend sitting in the training area for a bit, and I decided to upload it mostly unedited. I'm kind of thinking about making a podcast out of it. I don't know yet, but yeah.
My knowledge of Power Rangers is Mighty Morphin, which I still hold as the best, even though it's fucking basically all stock footage. I don't give a shit. It's the best. Dino Thunder, which is basically the Western remake of Mighty Morphin, and the one where there's like a fucking Sabretooth Tiger and Mastodon and shit.
That is Mighty Morphing, I think, because
No, Mighty Morphin did have a Mastodon, but there was another one, and it did have a Sabretooth. But there was another one. It came around the same time actually as Dino Thunder, but it was like its own little series.
Mhm.
Where they did the same thing with Dino Thunder. They had like more advanced looking mechs. They're obviously more CGI'd. The suitmation
Right.
was better because it was actually a Hollywood budget this time as opposed to Japan. And they had a Sabretooth Tiger, a Mastodon, but they were like way better looking than they did in Mighty Morphin. What the fuck else was in the Mammalian one? I think it got a fucking lion.
a lion?
I think so.
Well, okay, what you're describing sounds a lot like it would have just been a remake of Mighty Morphing, because the lion...
Dino Thunder was that remake of Mighty Morphin, but it did not have these mammal ones. Dino
No,
Thunder was
Mighty Morphin-
exclusively Dino, and this was not Mighty Morphin. I can tell you that 100% because the suits were actually good looking.
Right.
Beast Morphers, that was the fucking name.
Power Rangers Beast Morphers? Or
Wait,
is
no, it can't be
literally
Beast
just
Morphers. That shit's new. Wait, no, Beast Morphers is fucking new. What the fuck was it then? Give me a second. I'm gonna hunt this bitch down. I'm actually curious now.
The reason I was saying lion is because there's the fucking Tiger Zord, and I never understood what happened in Mighty Morphing to make Green
Oh,
Ranger
wait,
turn into
is-
White Ranger, but...
Is this it? I don't know. This kind of looks actually. Wait, is it this one? Yes, it's Wild Force. That's what I'm thinking of.
Power Rangers Wild Force. Never heard of it, and whatever it is, it's not in this game. Sorry to say.
Yeah, so there was a lion, a bull. I think this was a fucking eagle. One of them I remember was a shark. I actually had the toy of that one.
A shark. Oh, wait! And she had water powers? Were they magic? Like, did they have, like, normal superpowers as a human being? You know what I mean?
No.
No? Okay. No, never mind. I've never seen it. I was gonna say, there was one more... I remember... There was one Power Rangers show. I don't know why, but it was really weird. There was a scene where, like, Yellow Ranger was stuck in a hole or something. And she
Stuck in
was,
your
like... she was, like, down bad about herself.
Down.
Like, oh, wow, I'm so shit at everything, blah, blah, blah. And she has, like, all these flashbacks and shit. And all of a sudden... Like, each Power Ranger had their own, like, element. All of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, Yellow Ranger can use Blue Ranger's powers for, like, that one scene, and manages to make, like, a tidal wave to get herself out. And that's it. That's all I remember from this fucking show. I have no idea what else happened. Because that's all I fucking remember.
Interesting.
My knowledge of Power Rangers goes, I used to watch... I wasn't, like, into it like that, I guess I should say. I didn't, like... You know, I didn't look at the...
Because the guy's fucking lied. Turns out Dino Thunder actually is still using stock footage.
Rip. Fucking,
Well,
I didn't
fucking
watch
good,
it to watch it. Like, I didn't go on the DVR or whatever the fuck, the, you know, the channel fucking menu, whatever, to see when the next time they would be playing Power Rangers. I didn't care. I just liked to watch it. And I, you know, if I was
didn't
lost in the
either.
plot, I was lost in the plot.
I just watched it whenever it actually popped up.
Right.
Like I'd
The
be
issue
watching
was-
TV, and then it'd just be Power Rangers. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, wow, this has no right to be so fucking cool. Too bad I don't care enough to watch the rest of it.
I'm not gonna lie, I never had that thought as a kid. I was just thought, wow, it's like a gay Godzilla.
Godzilla, but men in spandex.
And one girl usually. Always just one singular girl.
No, there was usually
Alright,
two, as far as I
the one
remember. Yellow
you're
and pink were
thinking
always
of,
chicks.
I think, is called Power Rangers Mystic Force.
Yeah, that would probably be it. There is one of those in this game, and it's like I don't recognize her, but I'm gonna be honest. If this is the character from that show, this show is probably ass because this character is fucking trash.
I'm actually
um,
debating if I want to play Road right now, but I don't know.
I mean, do what you will. Fucking.
I don't think I'm in the mood.
That's unfortunate.
I gotta be in the mood for third-person shooters. I don't like them that much.
My, I think I can safely say my actual favorite that I actually gave a shit about was Jungle Fury. And as far as I know, the people who are into Power Rangers really didn't like Jungle Fury, so.
I'm not really into it. I just
Yeah.
watched a bit of it as a kid.
I think what made me stop caring enough to watch Power Rangers when it was on was it was fucking SPD. I hate SPD. It's so goddamn awful.
Still is
Even
on.
do what?
Still is on. Just still making new Power Rangers seasons all the fucking time.
Yeah. It's just like
And they brought out that Power Rangers live-action movie not too long ago.
I'm not gonna lie. I liked that movie up until the very end when they got their like they actually put the fucking suits on and figured out how to do that. You never once get a good look at anybody because they're moving too fast. It's cool. Like the fight scene is fucking sick, but if you blink, you're missing half of it, and you don't ever get to get a good look at anybody. So I have no idea what the fucking suit looked like, and yeah,
I'm gonna build an igloo.
why?
Seems like a good time.
hmm
Build an
I
igloo.
remember
Radiant
very
explosives.
specifically watching Power Rangers SPD. I remember very specifically, I was watching a scene. I had just tuned into Power Rangers SPD, and before I'd even gotten to this point, I was already thinking to myself, man, what the fuck is going on? Like, it wasn't. SPD was so bad, it wasn't one of those I could just shut my brain off and watch like I could with the others. It
What
was
the
bad
fuck?
enough to where I was like, what the hell is going on? And
The fuck is this?
what?
Ah, Pixar's making a new movie.
Oh yeah, they're making a Buzz Lightyear background or backstory movie.
Yep.
And it is too fucking
Yeah.
high quality for a Toy Story movie. I just want to say
It's
that.
not. It's not Toy Story.
I know it's not, but you get my point.
I don't know why they would do that when they actually had a Buzz Lightyear television show back in the day on Disney.
Yeah, but that wasn't really a backstory. That was a current. That was supposed to, you know, it's like.
Actually, shout out to the OGs that remember when it was not called the Disney Channel in Canada.
hmm
I don't know if it was always called Disney Channel there, but over here it used to be called Family.
I think if you watched late enough at night, they would switch it to that. I don't know why, but yeah. It was like whenever Cartoon Network turned into Boomerang, it was one of those things that didn't really make sense to me as a kid because I didn't understand that it was two different programs and one of them had the night shift, which I still don't really get, but whatever. Fucking, but yeah. There was a part where in SPD they went Megazord, and then one of their arms turned into a giant pair of handcuffs, and they took the arm off and threw it at the enemy. And, like, this is kind of standard for Power Rangers, but to my tiny kid brain, I was thinking to myself, this is the stupidest thing I've fucking seen, and I watch Power Rangers. They threw it at the guy, and it did that thing where, you know, to simplify what an attack is doing, it just went back and forth across the screen, and the guy was flailing around like he was taking damage from it. And it's like, that was the first time I'd seen anything in Power Rangers that made me think, man, can I change the channel? And I did. I just, anytime I saw Power Rangers SPD, I would change the fucking channel, and that was the end of Power Rangers for me for a long time.
One
I
of
was
the end
done
of Power
with them.
Rangers for me.
What?
About 2004.
Oh, fuck off.
No, actually before that. 2003, I was 4 years old. I stopped watching.
You can remember shit from when you were 4 years old?
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
I have a very long-term memory.
Uh-huh.
One of my earliest memories, actually, I was about 3, maybe 2. I think it was. I want to say I was 3 though. Yeah, had to have been 3. My grandma, because that's who I lived with at the time, thought it was my mom. Long story. I think I've told you it though. She was watching this movie, and I don't know the exact movie. I think it was actually The Perfect Storm, but I just remember like this small little fishing boat going up against like this big fucking horribly CGI'd rogue wave. But back then that CGI was god tier,
Hmm.
and like the ship just like collapses in, and then the wave splashes, and then like these dudes who are in the fishing vessel are like panting because they're all about to die. I just remember watching that, and I was like, damn, I watch Godzilla now.
Damn, Godzilla putting in work.
I also remember, yeah, Women 3 still. I watched Jurassic Park 3, happy to see the T-Rex get his ass beat by the Spinosaurus. But
Oh,
I don't know why the fuck this stuck with me for so long, but in Jurassic Park 3, there's a scene like when the kid, I don't remember his fucking name, but he's like the kid basically, he's kind of like a teenager. He slowly gets approached by the fucking like Pteranodon, which is a pterodactyl if you don't know their actual name.
mhm.
Um, and I just remember like, seeing the silhouette of the Pteranodon get closer was fucking freaky as shit to me as a kid, and it gave me fucking nightmares about being attacked by Pteranodons.
I mean, to be fair, the scene where a guy gets attacked by pteranodons would very much hammer in that this kid is being approached by a monster. So I completely understandable.
Well,
Fucking hell.
it was. I'm not gonna lie, the Pteranodons attacking actually didn't bother me. Like that was cool to me. It was literally just watching like a dark silhouette, so like kind of like a shadowish figure, like approaching out of like the mist,
Hmm.
and like hearing the noise that it made, like that just scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Oh fuck, you would hate. What was that
Wow,
one movie?
wouldn't anymore. I've watched a lot of shit like this now.
Yeah, no, but like as a kid, what is that one movie that everyone knows about the reet reet? You know that shit, that iconic shit. What was that movie
Ah,
from?
I actually saw Psycho as a kid.
Yeah, Psycho. I feel like as a kid that would have fucked with you. How were you after that?
Oh, that's fine.
Really?
That didn't
We were
bother me.
just
No,
talking about how silhouettes fuck. I wonder if you have a fear of shadows as a kid.
no, actually, I did. Well, actually, at that time, I lived in a haunted house, legitimately. But no. So the reason why the Pteranodon scared me is because it wasn't human. If it was human, whatever.
Right. Oh fuck. Did you watch Alien as a kid?
Yep. I was actually older though when I watched Alien. I was about 5 when I first started watching Alien movies.
Oh yeah,
I
because
thought
they
that.
wouldn't have been like a thing until a
No, they
little
were.
later in that year. Yeah.
No, they were. Yeah, Alien. The first Alien movies from the '70s.
Mhm. Right.
But I just never really watched it because as a kid I was always more interested in like reptilian like monsters. So I liked dinosaurs, I liked Godzilla, I liked Jaws,
Is
all
the
that shit.
xenomorph not a reptile?
No, it's more based off of insects.
That kind of explains why they crunch when I stomp on them, but
I was about 4 or 5 when I first watched an Alien movie, and I really liked it. I
gotcha.
remember watching Alien versus Predators, cheering on the xenomorphs because I didn't really like the Predators. Thought they were stupid. Thought they were
Predator,
gay. Alien for life.
the Utah, I really don't like them, but
They-
I'm gonna be
They're
honest,
they're
at least they
conceptually
have
cool.
some honor. Xenos are just assholes because it's what they're bred to be. Utah are the way they are because they believe in like, the hunt and as
It
someone of my
depends
religion.
on the one.
Yeah.
That really depends because depending on the Predator movie you watch, depends on how the fuck it's going to behave.
God, I remember I never actually saw most of I've only seen like clips of it even now, but my dad was watching it one night, like the original Predator, and I
Hmm.
remember seeing the part where the lady's freaking out, "Oh, the jungle moved," and then, they have that fucking gunfight right at the start, and then it starts implying that, "Oh, there is actually something in the jungle making shit move." And then I went to
Hmm.
bed, but I remember watching the scene where Arnold goes, "What the fuck are you?" And it just goes, "What the fuck are you?" right back at him, and I'm not gonna lie, I
Yeah,
lost my shit.
yeah, because it was able to imitate speech.
That was I really hope it understood what it did because that's fucking hilarious. What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? Hmm. I don't know about you, but I like when horror movies do shit like that. I think that's why it is so good to me because it's not even scary, it's just entertaining.
I actually didn't really like that movie.
If anyone is actually scared by it, like any of them, Nothing about it is actually a scary movie. It's just fucking funny. Like, if you asked me what I think of it, if Stephen King hadn't been the fucking author of the book it's based on, I would tell you it's a satire. Honestly.
The book itself is okay, except the ending.
hmm
Stephen King can never make a fucking good ending.
Yeah. And then
I
there
actually
was
have
the little bit
I
where
have
they
this.
gangbang her for some reason.
Yeah, that was very weird to read. Not gonna lie, buddy, that was very weird.
Oh, I've never read it, and I don't plan to ever fucking read it.
I don't.
All I ever hear about the book is that it's really bad, and for some reason she gets gangbanged as a kid by, the other kids.
I'm not gonna
Why?
lie though. I actually even had an issue with the movie. Like not the like so the 2017 movie I actually thought was pretty okay.
hmm
I didn't like It Chapter 2. That movie's ending, just like the books, is fucking trash.
Oh, did it? Chapter 2 actually come out?
Yeah, it came out like 2 years ago.
Fuck me, I have not been paying attention. If you think it's bad, I'm probably not going to bother because I'm just going to assume that it is the movie and that's in the end. I'm
Like
going to like it better that way.
It Chapter 2 tries to be gorier and tries to be more of a horror movie, which I respect because that was the book. The book was scarier than the movie. Whereas the original movie was trying to be more of a parody.
Man,
And it was
oh.
trying to be a bit funnier. And then, like, I didn't really even give a shit that they made one of the characters gay. Like, whatever, that's just what fucking things do nowadays. I don't
Were
care.
they? Which one? Was it the chick or one
No,
of the boys?
one of the boys, he wasn't actually gay in the book. None of them were gay in the book.
Yeah, I figured. I'm not
But
gonna lie. If
they
you told me
just,
Stephen King is homophobic, I would believe you.
he's not. He's actually very, 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 very supportive of LGBT rights.
Hmm,
He's from Maine, dude. Everyone in Maine's like a fucking Democrat.
that makes one of us.
Like, literally every fucking person who's ever lived in the state of Maine or was born there is a Democrat.
Yeah. We should really have a podcast. I was just thinking to myself, man, I kind of want to upload what we're doing right now.
But I did not like It Chapter 2, especially that fucking ending. That was so fucking stupid.
I mean, to be straight
I'm not
up,
gonna spoil it, but that ending literally made me almost walk out of the fucking theater, go up to the ticket booth, and be like, "Hey, can I have my money back? The movie's dog shit." But the movie's fine. It's like fucking mediocre at best. It's like a 5 out of 10. And then you get that ending, and that ending alone dropped that fucking movie score for me from like a 5, maybe a 6 out of 10 to like a fucking 3.
fucking hell.
That was so fucking stupid. I've never seen such stupid bullshit in a movie before.
I see.
And I watch B movies. I fucking watched Megashark versus Giant Octopus and it was better than that shit.
Giant
And in that
Octopus
movie,
versus Megashark sounds metal as fuck. Hold on.
yeah, Megashark versus Giant Octopus, there's a fucking scene where the Megashark, which is actually Megalodon, jumps out of the fucking water like 5,000 feet, eats an airplane. And it was better than fucking It Chapter 2.
That sounds amazing. Where can I
B
watch
movies,
this?
B movies are the best movies of all time. They are so fucking trash, they're great.
See, this reminds me, because we're on the topic of it, there was a game that IGP played a little while back, and it really hammered in because none of this had set in. For me, it was just a good movie, and I stopped paying attention to it. I saw that there was like a fan base that was obsessed with it for whatever
Yes.
reason, but I didn't really pay attention to that. Watching IGP play a fan game based around the concept of it and seeing how they handled that very same subject, it really kind of hammered in that no one knows what the fuck this move or no one knows what the fuck it is meant to. I don't know. Be that. Let me, let me explain
They're,
more. It's like no one really can take the concept of the original book and make something out of it, and I guess retain what it originally was. Because I've heard enough shit about what the original book was like. You know, the gangbang and shit like that. Things that really just were not necessary, but were in there for whatever fucking reason. That you can tell that anyone who makes anything based around it, the book, is trying really hard to dodge all the stupid shit Stephen King did, and it's just like, what even is it at this point? It might as well be a new IP completely.
here's why it's so hard to make a movie based off of Stephen King's work, right? Here's why. You ready?
hmm
The reason. What the fuck? No, I'll talk about that in a second. Anyways, the reason why it is so fucking hard to do that is because in the original It book, right?
hmm
It is kind of like an entity that has existed on the planet for like thousands of years, right? Which they do go
Right.
into in the movie. They do actually talk about that in the movie. But the movie does not mention what Pennywise's arch nemesis is because people in the theater, and I made a lot of kids that watch those movies, would probably be mind fucked. It's a giant world turtle. I'm not kidding.
Oh my fucking god.
A giant space turtle is like the arch nemesis of Pennywise, and that's what fucks him up.
Right,
Her,
because
actually.
he's Pennywise is actually like an alien or something like that, and they
Pennywise is
feed
an
off of
alien
emotion, kind of like a
species.
symbiote.
It's not really, actually. That was just exclusively for the movie.
Gotcha.
Pennywise does like to stare things because she, yes, it's a girl, fun fact, thinks that that's fun.
Mhm.
But ultimately, she doesn't really care what she'll eat. Like, she'll literally just eat some fucking gay guy who's not afraid of anything, who just got bullied. That actually happens in the second movie, deadass. She doesn't really care and what she eats, but she ultimately gets fucked up by a turtle monster.
Turtle monster. Good
And the
lord.
turtle monster, not Gamera, not as cool as Gamera. This turtle
Right.
monster is obviously the friend of all of us. And yeah, so Stephen King basically he's trying to be like H.P. Lovecraft, but his monsters aren't cool.
So, end result, why it's so difficult to do anything with Stephen King's work is because he's a dog shit author. Good to know.
He's not a bad author. Some of his work's actually really good. Like The Stand, that's a fucking really good book. It actually has a pretty good ending. But then you get shit like Pet Cemetery, which is about Wendigos, and it's like, well, first off, you're from Maine. I don't think you know what a fucking Wendigo is. That's a Western thing
Yeah,
in like
that's
Western
another thing.
Canada. I don't think the state of Maine, Michigan, or any of that should have Wendigos. That's from like the Pacific Northwest where we have Wendigos.
I watched a
'Cause
little
when-
bit of Pet Cemetery, and they do not prepare you for what the story is actually about. Like, when you watch a trailer,
yeah, I know you would have no idea it's about Wendigos.
there's no fucking clue whatsoever. All it says is that, oh, if you bury something here, it comes back from the dead. Like, people would do that for their, their pets that they lost in, like, a car accident and shit like that. So the dude does it
Yeah,
with his daughter. And people start to realize, oh god, my cat is fucked up. And the dude starts to realize, oh god, my daughter is fucked up. And that's like, for most movies, that would be the end of the fucking problems. But Wendigo?
yeah,
Fucking Wendigos. What is he on? I can hear
a
myself.
lot.
I'm yelling. Fuck.
No, it's fine. But if you're curious why I randomly said what the fuck,
Hmm.
I was looking at there's an upcoming Mega Shark movie, so they're making another one.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm actually
Oh
excited, dude.
yes.
They're fucking terrible, but I just can't believe what this new one's going to be.
What is it?
All right, so I'm just no, before I tell you, I'm just going to tell you every single Mega Shark movie we've had. All right, so they're all versus movies. That's the whole gimmick of these movies.
Right, it's like
So the
Godzilla.
first, yeah, well, Godzilla actually has his own independent movies before he started doing versus films. But so the first one is called Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, right?
Hmm.
Then a year later, we got Mega Shark. I'm not even joking about this name versus Crocosaurus. Then in 2014, we got Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark. I wonder what they're trying to cash in on there. 2015, we had Mega Shark versus Colossus. And now coming out probably about a year or two from now, Mega Shark versus Moby Dick.
Uh-huh. Is
They
Moby
actually
Dick
did make
public?
yes,
Public whatever.
he's public domain.
Huh.
Just like King Kong, Moby Dick is entirely public domain.
Wait, King Kong is public domain?
Yeah, that's why you don't actually have to have rights if you want to use King Kong and things. You can just fucking do it. You don't need rights at all.
Okay, cool. King Kong's in my fanfic now.
That's why so many like that's why King Kong has been made by Universal, RKO, most recently Warner Brothers with their King Kong versus Godzilla and all that shit. Toho's done it. Who the fuck else has done it? I think even Walt Disney at one point took a shit. Yeah, it did because Fox did it, so it'd be Disney now. Made a King Kong movie.
Wait, would that Fox one be the one with Jack Black?
No, that would be Universal.
Uh, I'm not gonna
Universal-
lie, like that was
I actually liked that
probably-
movie.
Yeah, no, that movie was great. The only thing I didn't like was
It was 3 hours long.
yeah, 3 hours of basically the same shit on the island, but everything that like what happened on the island was cool, but if it got repetitive really quick, and there was like a fucking hour and a half straight of it, and then they go back to the city, and that happens.
I really want people to just watch King Kong's solo movies, right?
Mhm.
And then I just want them to try and give me an arguable reason how the fuck he could fight Godzilla.
Oh, there's not a single reason whatsoever. It just happened because, you know.
Yeah, they're both popular and money.
I was gonna say Godzilla already fought everything else. What else is there?
He literally has. He's fought the Avengers and beat the shit out of all of them.
Yep. Oh,
He's,
also, I learned
he's
something
fucked up the
interesting.
DC universe.
I was gonna say I learned something interesting because of this game. Wait, hold up. That would be genius. The Justice League and Power Rangers have teamed up before in a Boom comic. That's a loading screen thing that pops up in here. Could you? I want to see. Oh my God! I want to see Mighty Morphin fight Godzilla. That would be fun.
Do you know how much bigger they'd had to make the Zord?
The Megazord. I mean, the Megazord is pretty big. They would.
Ned,
It'd be
the
easier to shrink
Megazord.
Godzilla.
The Megazord is 80 feet tall.
Hmm.
Godzilla is way bigger than that.
Oh, I know. Nowadays he is.
He's-
I feel like if they shrink Godzilla, it could be doable though. And they've shrank
No,
Godzilla
even
before,
the,
so.
even the original Godzilla was 50 meters, which is 164 feet, still bigger than the Megazord.
Fuck. Man.
When Screw Attack did a death battle between Mechagodzilla and the Dragon Zord, they upscaled the fuck out of the Dragon Zord's height, even though it's not that tall.
Dude, fuck. No offense, but fuck Screw Attack. I
They they literally lied about how tall the Dragon Zord was just to make it like a more even fight. I think so this Dragon Zord literally is 38 meters tall, right? That's still pretty big, but that's not fucking the 60 meters of the Mechagodzilla they used, right?
Right.
They lied and said he was 62 meters in height, which is actually how long the Dragon Zord is.
Oh, so they laid him down and looked at how long he was with his fucking tail and everything? Yeah, I know.
No, I think what they did is they just decided, oh, no one's gonna look up how tall these things actually are. Let's just lie.
They do this shit all the time.
I know they even did it with. They've obviously done it with the power levels of characters numerous fucking times.
They did it to Goku versus Superman, and I don't care what anyone fucking says. I understand that Goku would probably still lose that fight,
They,
but the
the thing,
amount
Goku
of
versus
dirt
Superman,
they did to him, none of that information was accurate.
Goku versus Superman is obviously a stupid fight because you literally have something that's fucking overpowered. And that's the whole gimmick of Superman. He's just overpowered as shit. That's his whole
Right.
thing.
The whole thing, though, is that people assumed that Goku would not be stupid enough to blow up the fucking sun. But the thing that's funny about that, he has Dragon Balls, so whatever he does in his fight never fucking matters. He would absolutely do that. I mean, he would still fucking lose, to be honest, but he would do it. And then there was the other thing.
Would he legitimately, honest to God, willingly throw someone into the sun if he's already struggling to fight them and he's well aware that'd make him stronger?
No, I'm saying he would blow the sun up to get an advantage over Superman. It wouldn't work,
Yeah,
obviously. Superman would still
but,
whip
like-
his ass, but...
In like the fight, he pretty much willingly threw his ass into the sun.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck... They literally
Because
only did that to
he
wank Superman.
wanted. He pretty much wanted to fight Superman as best, since I did. He's almost beating your ass right now.
No, I'm gonna be honest.
sure?
Goku would not fucking do that. Goku is not that stupid. Goku... People like to assume a lot that
Plus, I
Goku
have
only
actually-
fights
I have
somebody
watched-
at 100%.
I have watched Dragon Ball where he has exploited weaknesses before. I'm more than positive he wouldn't have just broke that kryptonite.
Yeah, no, I don't understand why the fuck... Like... Screw Attack really fucked... we need to podcast. This is so much fun.
Just podcasting movies and shit. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, no, just sitting in and talking. But like Screw Attack doing the amount of dirt they did to Goku was so fucking stupid because Goku, people because of the Frieza fight assume that Goku only fights someone at their best. The only reason Goku wanted to fight Frieza at his absolute best is to prove that he's a bitch because of what Frieza did to Krillin. That's the only reason. Goku is not like that 100% of the time. He only did it with Cell because he wanted Gohan to awaken his power because he knew that Gohan needed that fucking power.
If I remember, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong here, but if I remember, when he did fight Boo, he wanted to ensure he was not at his best.
Oh,
was a bit of a bitch.
absolutely. When he was fighting Boo, he was going all fucking out. He wanted to end that fight as soon as possible because he was on a time limit as it was. If Goku understands that he's not going to win if the guy is at 100%, he's not going to let him go to 100%. He only let Frieza go to 100% because he knew he could whoop that ass. He only let Cell go to 100% because he knew Gohan, if he went to fucking Super Saiyan 2, would whoop that ass. It's...
A perfect example was literally just watching fight Beerus.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, he's still going to, like, Goku is, I don't want to say he's ignorant. He's stubborn. We'll go with that. Goku is stubborn. If he sees something that he can't beat, but he knows that he's got no other option but to fight or die, like he's gonna die either way, but he'd rather go out like a man. He's gonna fight,
Hmm.
obviously. Like that's just how these fucking shonen animes are. I think I said that right. Shonen, whatever.
Show and jump, yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
know how those are.
that doesn't mean that he's going to willingly let somebody have an advantage over him just so it's more difficult for him to win. That's not
Even,
how he is. He wants to win. That's the thing. He doesn't give a
even,
shit.
even the dumbest Shonen Jump like protagonist I can think of, which is Natsu from Fairy Tail, still exploits weaknesses, and
Yeah,
he usually
no.
tries to avoid letting them hit their 100% if he knows he's going to get his ass beat.
I think the Frieza fight being the most iconic thing in Dragon Ball kind of poisoned people because they see what Goku was like in that state and assume that he's just like that 100% of the time because they don't care enough about the anime to. I mean, I'm not trying to say that people should just go watch the anime and shit like that. Don't, please, for the love of God, do not watch Dragon Ball. It is so bad. I mean, I love it with my whole heart, but it is some shit. It is so bad.
Tito or Screw Attack did Goku dirty for me personally. Because I did not know this. I had no fucking idea that the original Japanese version was a cocky asshole, but they made him more like Superman, as they worded it, for the American Western release.
What?
I had no idea. That is what they actually stated in the show, in the Goku vs. Superman, like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
They state that in the original Japanese versions, Goku is a much cockier, more asshole-ish person, but they didn't think that that would do well in Western countries, so they made him more like Superman, so like more selfless, like how he is. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of fucked with me.
That's weird. That's the first time I've
That,
ever heard that. I don't even remember hearing that in the Screw Attack video.
that's just one of the things that really stuck with me because they started correcting a lot of the fuck ups in like the translation, such as it's over 9,000, which is actually it's over 8,000.
Yeah, a bit.
His most iconic speech, which was that little like monologue he had when he was like, "Oh, I am, what is it? I'm
The
the
light
ally
and the
to
darkness.
good."
Yeah.
Yeah, ally to good.
Ally to good, nightmare to you. That is such.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. That's a better translation. That is such a bar.
And then they went into like how that's not actually what he said, and what he really said sounded pretty cocky, but they changed it. It's like, huh, I didn't know that.
I mean, he's still a badass for what he said, no matter what it was. Either Goku still is like not an idiot. That's the main thing I'm trying to say. And also, I just want to point out another thing. This is a random thing. Actually, there's a couple ones that I could talk about. Yeah, let's do Spider-Man versus Batman. As much as I love Spider-Man, he's getting fucking rinsed.
Okay, here's the thing, right?
Hmm.
I'm gonna use the most stupid fucking argument for how Batman would that. You ready?
Hmm.
Prep time.
No, like, yeah, you got like,
He literally studies everyone he's gonna fight.
hmm. But
There's
okay, the other thing, even if Spider-Man catches him off guard, I'm not gonna lie, on paper and even in like practice, Spider-Man isn't really that special. He's got webs and he's got acrobatics and he's got martial arts, air quotes on martial arts, because he kind of just
yeah, but like,
improvises his fucking punches and shit. Batman actually knows what he's fucking doing and he can do everything Spider-Man can do. Did you ever think about that? Everything that
yeah, but
Spider-Man can do, swinging around onto those fucking cables and shit, Batman does that anyway, and he can fucking. Oh my god, I hate it so
another big
much.
argument you can make about the two is that Spider-Man has been like he's been bitten by a radioactive spider, so
Hmm.
he's been enhanced. Batman's just a normal fucking human who can kick a tree in half.
Yeah.
And I think, if I remember, he's literally mastered, I think, 4 different martial arts or some shit like that.
I think they've upped it actually.
Oh, fuck, of course they did.
He
He's
learned
mastered
a
like,
secret
a
technique from the Al Ghuls and the
of course he is.
what are they called?
He's mastered a fuck
Brotherhood
ton of martial arts regardless.
Brotherhood of Darkness.
But regardless, he's mastered a fuck ton of martial arts.
Hmm.
He's gone toe to toe with fucking Superman several times, which, no offense, Spider-Man, I think you're getting rinsed there. No
Everyone
offense to
does.
him. But
That's another
I don't
thing.
think he's got a fucking chance to hell against Superman.
Just like everything in the DC universe compared to the Marvel universe, way too fucking overpowered. Like it's a completely different league. I don't understand why
I,
people think that DC versus Marvel is an actual fight. It's really not. DC fucking like DC clears easy.
yeah, DC's overpowered as shit. I think everyone knows that.
Yeah, and it's way more
Actually, no, they
brutal
don't.
and gory and angry. Just everything is angry.
If you want proof they don't know that, this is a battle I actually think was pretty accurate for Screw Attack. When they did a couple that I actually think were accurate. They did Hulk versus, what the fuck's his name? Oh shit, Doomsday.
Yeah.
Doomsday beat him.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
absolutely.
I think that's legitimate because he can fuck up Superman.
Yeah, and the thing
They
I think a
did
lot of people forget
Darkseid
about.
versus Thanos, and Thanos got shit rinsed.
Oh, absolutely.
Those are probably the most
Darkseid.
accurate ones that they've ever done.
The thing that pisses me off about Spider-Man versus Batman, and I have another point I want to make about the Doomsday versus Hulk thing in a second, but it's not really that
Batman
important.
dodged Darkseid's Omega beams.
Yeah,
And those apparently never miss.
they literally never miss. There was a really cool version of that scene though, where the one time Batman used a gun was on Darkseid, and he shot Darkseid, even though he didn't even try to dodge the beams. He just shot Darkseid. He was like, "Gotcha!" And then there was a panel where they were holding his charred, dead corpse, and Superman was crying and screaming, and it was really dramatic. But whatever. Fucking, they did this part where Batman does this thing. You know the thing where he throws his batarangs at the ceiling and he knocks out all the lights and everyone's blind. They made the argument that Spider-Man with his spider sense would be able to dodge that attack. I don't know who you are to think that Spider-Man, just having spider sense, can then act based on the spider sense. Like,
I
if you
really watched
do,
him get blindsided by Green Goblin.
if you do the basest level of research, you will see that spider sense does not tell him exactly what the problem is. It just tells him there is a problem. That's the end of
yeah,
it.
yeah,
He
it's
is
literally like being
still
looked
blind.
at. Like, it's literally like Wraith being looked at. You're being watched.
Okay, but where?
Literally, it's not like he has the Call of Duty perk where like it shows you where they're fucking looking at you.
Right, no,
It's
the
just
thing that Wraith should
someone's
have,
watching you.
whatever.
Yeah.
Not gonna talk about that. Apex is some dog shit. We're not gonna talk about it. Fucking the fact that
It's-
they think
it's
that
literally-
Spider-Man would dodge an attack from Batman from behind in the perfect pitch black, with spider sense being the only hint that he has that he's about to be attacked, because Batman is fucking silent. Who? Screw Attack really upsets me. But the biggest thing that has always, like, this one always got to me, no matter how many times I saw it. Like, I watched it over and over and over because it was like, it's flashy animations. It was the first time I saw Screw Attack do 3D versus a sprite.
Mm-hmm.
Cloud versus Link? The fact that
Okay.
Link won that fucking fight?
I was just about to say I don't know who the fuck won that, but if Cloud actually lost, that's bullshit because he's fucking OP. Everything in Final Fantasy
Cloud
OP.
is a fucking deity. And Link is just a dude. Like, we've seen that he can fucking die. He doesn't because that's not the prophecy, but it's still a thing that can fucking happen.
Isn't
Cloud
it
is a normal ass guy.
Yeah, if we go off the timeline for Breath of the Wild, it is canon that Link lost that fight to Ganon.
Yeah. He got
I'm
his
pretty
ass
sure
fucking
Cloud-
whipped.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cloud would rinse him 7 times over.
Cloud has so much different shit in his arsenal, and they were saying, like, Link has more mobility and shit like that. Not really. And especially when they were using Ocarina of Time Adult Link, the hook shot is not that good in Ocarina of Time, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe if you'd put him against, like, Twilight Princess, where he had double hook shot. I don't know why they did that. That was a really
Bro,
weird... Whatever.
I want to know where the fuck this math comes from that they do.
They don't do actual math. They throw...
I know, they just
throw
throw numbers together, but...
mildly
I just-
accurate numbers at the most popular character between the two, because I guarantee that's the only reason Link won that fight, because more people like Ocarina of Time and just, Legend of Zelda, like, more people know Legend of Zelda than Final Fantasy. Cloud's the only thing most people know about Final Fantasy, and beyond that, they don't know anything but the face, and it fucking... Ooh. I get very upset talking about Screw Attack.
Did I ever talk to you about their Godzilla versus Gamera death battle?
Do I even want to know?
Well, first off, their winner is accurate. Gamera would get fucking folded like a lawn chair. He's not
Okay,
standing a
good.
chance in hell against Godzilla. There's like most things fucking don't. He's overpowered as shit. I'm not gonna pretend he's not.
Right.
But to try and make it as fair as possible, they lied about how heavy Gamera is, and they made him, I think, like almost 10 times heavier than he actually is. So in
What?
the actual movies, Gamera's only 800 tons, and in Godzilla in the most recent movie is 164,000 tons. So first off, the weight difference is absurd. And then you have the height difference. Gamera is 80 meters tall on average, and at this time Godzilla was 108 meters. So once again, big difference. But they purposely leave out the most vital information, and that is how the two fight. When Gamera fights, he likes to learn about his opponent, and then he retreats to come back and fuck him up. Godzilla don't roll that way. He wants to kill you on round one.
It's on site for no fucking reason.
Literally is. Khan learned that the hard way. Twice.
3 times if you want to get real technical.
Well, if
Fucking-
you count 3 rounds. And yeah, Khan almost
Yeah.
got fucking murdered. He literally saw God for a second. He saw the first part of Godzilla's name for like 3 seconds.
the thing, like, I don't understand what Screw Attack's fucking problem is. Like, if they're really that adamant about Goku versus Superman being a complete rinse on Superman's side, just do the 3-second clip of Goku fucking dying and then explain why that is instead of making up all this fake fucking math. Like, is it solely because you need that 10-minute ad revenue? Because most of your videos are like 30 minutes long, guys. You put like 15. There's like 15 minutes of explaining the fight, another 15 minutes of a fight, and then maybe 2 or 3 minutes to wrap things up and explain how things work. But the issue is when you do it like this, you're flat out lying about half of it because you gotta get 15 minutes of math into it when you could just do like 15 minutes of actual accurate math, 3 seconds of the fight going one way because it's gonna happen that way if you actually think about it, and then explain why it's like that, and you would still get that fucking ad. Like, there's no reason for them to lie.
Speaking of their lies, this once again is going to be involving a Godzilla death battle, but this one's going to be with Dragon Zord versus Mechagodzilla. Mm-hmm. You know how I already mentioned they lied about the height difference, right?
Yeah.
They also lied about the weight. So they said the Dragon Zord was some like fucking absurd weight, right? Mm-hmm. It weighs 170 tons. That's it. It's pretty fucking light. Everything in Power Rangers is pretty lightweight, right?
Yeah. Where are these numbers coming from? I'm curious. Is there like a data?
Oh, the numbers I'm getting or the numbers they're getting?
The numbers you're getting. I'm curious.
The wiki. Well, for Godzilla's weight and all that shit, you can get it from the movies and like actual Godzilla books. And for the Power Rangers, almost said Rangers, my god. The Power Rangers weight, the wiki, which the wiki is always based off of like legitimate shit from the shows that they've mentioned or confined through like Super Sentai and all that crap. It literally says here for the wiki that the Dragon Zord, Mighty Morphin 1, appeared in 26 episodes. It's 62 meters long, 38 meters tall. It is 170 tons, and it can move at a speed of 140 kilometers per hour.
What the fuck?
Like, I could believe that speed because the Power Ranger shit always fast as fuck. I believe that. But they tried their hardest to make it seem even, and like it's not even. Mechagodzilla is going to fuck up the Dragon Zord. It's not even.
Yeah. Okay. So random thing.
If you want proof, it's not even. What?
Go on. No, yours is more important.
I was gonna say if you want proof, it's not even. Go watch Godzilla monsters and see how fucking strong they are, and then compare it to a Power Rangers monster. Then really ask yourself who's winning.
Mm-hmm. So, somewhat on the topic of Power Rangers, I am extremely disappointed. I got curious because we were talking about Godzilla and like the size difference between a Megazord and actual Godzilla. So I decided to look up what the biggest Megazord is. You want to know what it is?
What?
Super Train Megazord. Yes.
The fuck?
Train. Fucking train. What is this from?
Wants to be from that fucking one that you don't like.
The pilot is the... Wait, what the fuck? Wait, whoa. Why did you scroll down so much? Relax. Zords... The Zords are... What the fuck? Those aren't even... So they're all... Every single...
Rail Rescue 1, Rail Rescue 2.
Yeah, it's not even made out of, like, different vehicles and it's just train because the main one is train, like, the Dino Zord. No, it's literally every single fucking... Lightspeed Rescue. Wait, what?
I've never heard of this shit. What the fuck?
What Power Rangers is this from? Is it literally Power Rangers Super Train or something stupid like that?
No, it's literally called Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. That is literally what it's called.
What the?
I've never heard of this 2000 show. Let me just see how big this Zord is. If it's okay, it's 80
like
meters
50
tall.
meters. Oh no, that's the width.
Meters
My bad.
Yeah, it's 80 meters tall, so it's tall enough to, I guess, square up with a Godzilla.
I don't think it's gonna get very far, given that's made of trains.
Yeah, it's
I
also
swear to
still
God.
it's also still a lot lighter than Godzilla.
I swear to fucking God, whoever made Battle for the Grid, if you're hearing this at any point, if you put a single fucking train-based Power Ranger in my fucking game, I'm uninstalling right here, right now. I don't care.
Put it in. That's the greatest Power Rangers I've ever seen. Tell people, oh yeah, I'm starting to work on new Power Rangers. Oh yeah, what's the plot? Trains.
I like trains. Oh my fucking God. I almost want to look up clips from this and see what it would... No, I'm actually going to. I'm going to YouTube and I'm going to look up fucking Lightspeed Rescue.
Who's the main ranger? You know, Rail Rescue 1. What?
What are the other ones? Rail Rescue 2, Rail Rescue 3.
such, it's such a lazy ass name.
It's like you're talking to the intern who's like really fucking passionate. Oh yeah, you got an idea? Let's hear it. How about trains? Huh?
Okay. How the fuck do we go
Lightspeed
from
Rescue. Oh no, wait, hold up.
how do
Power
we go
Rangers
from Mighty
Lightspeed
Morphin
Rescue
to
full
that?
theme. I'm gonna listen to this fucking theme real quick. I might get copyright banned, but I don't care. I think I hate this.
That is nowhere near as good as Mighty Morphin. What the
I
fuck?
think I hate this. I'm turning it off. You can
Oh
fuck
my
off.
god, it's so ass. How the hell do we go from go Power Rangers to that? Like everyone loves the Mighty Morphin theme, and there's that.
Wait, these guys had the audacity to have Mighty Morphing in their intro, by the way. Oh my god. Wait, hold on.
Reported.
These guys had the audacity to have every other Power Rangers in their intro. Are you fucking serious?
They're just like, hey, can we add all these other Power Rangers to our intro? Why? Because we're probably gonna kill the series. Ah.
We
What do you
need
mean you're
people to
part of the
remember
series?
what was good so that when this is over, they still come back.
Not to our
Okay.
show though.
So, very standard villain stuff of he summoned an eclipse and now his Fortress of Doom is glowing and shit. This is final
was-
battle apparently. What the fuck is that face? I didn't even acknowledge this thumbnail. See, this is the thing about Power Rangers that I feel like not enough people talk about. It's just weird. You called him a what?
It sounds like he's a bitch.
Oh, these suits are ass. You need to look this up.
I will. Dude, Lightspeed Rescue.
Oh my god, Red Ranger has a beer gut and everything.
So I'm not gonna lie. Usually the suits always give you an idea like what the Rangers like mech was supposed to be. What the fuck are they supposed to be?
Train. I mean, to be fair, this is actually kind of like, it kind of makes sense because what I think the suit is supposed to be is those, railroad signs that tell you what you're coming up on. Like, I've seen the Red
it's
Ranger
fucking stupid.
specifically, but the other ones, I don't think those colors exist on those signs.
Because like in Mighty Morphin, the Red Ranger's helmet had like dinosaur teeth and like eyes and shit.
Mhm.
And then there's just this. How'd you all fuck up so badly?
Okay, but that super villain that they've got, that's actually a pretty decent fucking villain design, and it has no right being that good. And
I'm
I
not
will
gonna
also
lie.
say, this is one of the only helmets with a visor that makes some fucking sense. You would actually be able to see at least. What the fuck is in that coffin? That looks terrifying. Why does this actually look like a decent plot with a terrible fucking ranger? It sounds like the name of the... It sounds like the name of the main enemy is bitch, but it's... Oh wow, holy shit. I think that's the first time I've seen a ranger lose his helmet and shit. Did you just throw your helmet at the enemy? Are you fucking serious? I actually hate I hate everything about what's happening right now.
In this image, I'm looking at the guy who's supposed to be the Green Ranger. Looks so uncomfortable. He looks so fucking uncomfortable.
What the fuck?
Oh, here's the two females. The other one looks a bit better than the pink one, not gonna lie. What the fuck do their Zords look like? Oh god.
A train. We talked about. Okay, so
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the individual Zords, and yeah, they're trains.
are they trying to kill their Red Ranger? That's something that not a lot of Power Rangers do. They don't usually kill their Rangers at all. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. I think Mighty Morphin did kill their Ranger at one point. One of them died, didn't they? Tommy did. Yeah, Tommy Oliver died at one
Yeah.
point. Yeah, no, Red is dead. Wow. This aired on ABC Family. I am not surprised.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the fuck that is because that doesn't exist in Canada.
ABC Family is the TV show you turn on to watch, what are those? Are they literally just called Santa Claus? Those movies where the dude turns into Santa because he accidentally knocks Santa off of the fucking, roof. Every year. That's what ABC Family is.
I'm gonna be honest, I have never seen those movies. I've heard of them, never seen them. here in Canada, if everyone
Is
wants
that?
to.
Are you fucking kidding me? They threw Red Ranger a rope to pull him out of the pit. It's the fucking rope you pull to make the whistle pull on a fucking train. I hate this. Are you fucking serious? What point do you reach? Oh, none of these characters better make it in. I swear to fucking God, I won't install this game.
I love how you're still watching it despite how, like, I can tell you don't like it.
It's so bad, I want to see how this ends.
Fair enough, I suppose.
So it ends... Are you fucking... Wait, hold on. No, wait. This would have been an original... This would have been an actual fucking Power Rangers that was made in the US, because I just realized Red Ranger lost his helmet, and it's a white dude. Or at the very least,
Yeah.
they re-recorded this scene. But that is... Okay,
They most
no,
likely reshot quite a few scenes.
yeah, that completely explains everything, if it is actually just an American attempt at a Power Rangers. Fucking trains. Why did I not guess automatically?
So I just looked it up. Wait, what the fuck? Huh.
Hmm.
Super Sentai apparently had a purple ranger as opposed to a blue one. What the fuck? That's sick. Anyways, so it is based off of one from Super Sentai that was called Dodo 5 or Dodo V. I don't fucking know.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna lie, the Super Sentai one looks a lot better.
I'm not surprised.
I don't think anyone is.
Why is the Green Ranger a... Whatever. Forever
What?
Red.
A
Wait,
what, huh?
I've never seen the Green Ranger a black guy. It's almost always Black Ranger is a black dude. And we all know why.
They're just trying to be a little bit more progressive, you know?
Yeah. That is the weirdest Power Rangers suit I've ever seen. That's got to be from Power Rangers Zeo, whatever. Where is it? It's this one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I fucking forgot Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The Black Ranger was black.
Yeah. And almost
Of course
every
it was.
other Power Rangers after that. If it was a Black Ranger, it was a black dude.
Oh god, now I need to look at Dino Thunder. That came out later. Are you guys racist too? Well, there's the Brachiosaurus, which was the black guy. Well, Black Ranger. I don't know if he was black. No, he was white. The black guy was a Blue Ranger in this one, which is the Triceratops.
Okay. Right. But here's the thing, okay? Whenever Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z came to the US, people saw that and said, that's racist. So you want to know what they did?
Yeah, they changed him, didn't they?
They took him from being black and made him blue. So that's still very racist. We all know why he's blue.
They actually did the... Nintendo had to do a similar thing with Pokemon. You know the Pokemon Jinx?
Yep.
It's black in the Japanese versions of the game, but for the Western releases, they had to make it purple, which... Don't know why you guys chose purple.
Because it's still
Well, I
close
do.
enough to black.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, I do know why they chose purple, but...
SPD and Dino Thunder, or Mighty Morphin rather, is fucking hilarious. Because they got
And
so
they-
crazy with the design, and then if you just go back, it's not like that.
You were
Are you fucking kidding me?
you were clearly forgetting the best costume design of all time right now.
Which is,
Lightspeed Rescue.
how about now?
No, dude, that's such a good costume.
Are you... I just got 98%ed by a fucking bot. I'm going to bed. Are you fucking kidding me?
You're so shit.
It is round 3.
Oh, you're so dodgy. I'm joking. Alright, have a good night right now.
No, I'm killing this fucker now. No, it's personal. Like, fuck off.